legend pool that they always have some combination they can pick for any meta, right? And so here we go. It looks like what we're gonna get from xJcoolJ is actually the Kaya, and so this is news to me. I hadn't been able to see kind of what he's been locking in, but I'm happy.
Yep.
To be honest.
At least it's a little bit more standard. Honestly, the weird one here is Sgrape on the Nash. Ooh. Side Sig will send Acno flying, and it's going to be xJcoolJ with the ground pound. He did get the wall touch. Nice down air. Acno's still living.
Yeah, Sgrape, I think, just kind of using his brain a bit. You know, hammer, I mean, Nash hits like that, right? And his Sigs are very straightforward. They're easy to combo with because of that, right? Like, really, any legend can figure out a team combo with Nash because the hitboxes are pretty straightforward. And since Hammer's so good right now, like, why would you be using Nash? You know that Sgrape has a phenomenal Orion, so very good with the spear as well. So this legend just makes sense for him.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of reasons to play the Nash, and yet not too many people have been doing it. No weapon in hand for Sgrape just yet. Downlight side air. Yep, there goes xJcoolJ.
All right. Let's see if Pogo's going to go ahead and hit twice here. Sidelight there from Blaze. Another one. He's able to go ahead and find these without getting counter poked, which is a huge deal, right? Like, the blue team not really getting interrupted much on a lot of their hits. So xJcoolJ and Sgrape are going to have to lock that in if they want to come in on top here. But despite that, the damage is pretty even.
Okay, nice recovery coming out from xJcoolJ.
Oh.
Acno's going to send them flying that weapon toss. Yep, that'll guarantee it.
Yeah, a little too greedy there with the exhausted recovery. Didn't fastball after whiffing either, I think, and then gets kind of caught without getting a chance to refresh options on the ground. And so just like that, Acno and Blaze soaring to the lead. Sgrape, if I'm you, I'm starting to hit that Sig button real soon here. But it's not quite in the KO range yet, so he's going to have to kind of hold on a little bit. They got to rack up a little bit more damage. But Blaze, you could definitely side Sig Blaze, but it don't even matter. Blaze out of there.
Yep. Solid edge guard coming out from xJcoolJ. Everybody on final stocks, but like you said, Sgrape, a little bit more damage. Might be worth just throwing out those Sigs just because if they hit, you're getting good damage.
That's true. That's true. I mean, Nash definitely hits like a truck as well. People forget. Nice little punish there coming out from Sgrape, trying to find a way back to center. Balls through with an air. And gets for a sidelight. xJcoolJ may have been able to follow up on that, but probably didn't want to risk the potential friendly fire there. Ooh, and Sgrape maybe one or two more side airs away from losing that stock.
That was a good dash back there from Acno, avoiding the side stick from xJcoolJ. Nair, not really helping out the red team. Oh, he's starting to throw out the Sigs, but it's going to be Blaze who hits the side air.
Yeah, I respect it. Tried to go for a read there in a scenario where it would have knocked out, but it wasn't enough. Acno and Blaze need one more conversion. xJcoolJ needs to, I mean, you know, a couple Sigs here might work. Acno needs more damage, though, for sure. Oh, just a little bit too early on the movement. The active frames from the neutral light did end up catching there, and Blaze and Acno are going to go up 1-0 in the set.
Dude, they're chilling, too. You can see Blaze and Acno in the bottom right of the screen, and Acno's just got a smile on his face. Like, I don't think he's too worried about this set right now.
Yeah, no, I mean, because despite the fact that it was close, like, it was consistent the entire time, right? And I would love to see if xSgrape, that's funny, if Sgrape and xJcoolJ are just able to convert a little bit harder. You know, like, I would really love, there was a couple moments where I kept looking and I'd see like Acno or Blaze go ahead and start up a punish and then be able to get 2-3 hits unanswered, and it's like we can't have that. Not at this level of Brawlhalla anymore. People have gotten so good at stopping that exact thing from happening that now anytime gets hit in Brawlhalla or anytime someone gets hit, I'm expecting maybe 2 to 3 trades. Yeah. I
think we're at the point where no one's gonna let you get away with too much for free, or at least they shouldn't be. But looking at the damage numbers, honestly, this was relatively even. But it didn't feel like that at the end, so I'm almost wanting to say that the red team just needs to figure out how to finish stocks more efficiently.
Yeah, right. How do you find those KOs? And honestly, like if Sgrape got that read with that end sig, could have been a completely different game one, right?
True.
Just didn't guess correctly, but it doesn't mean the play he made was bad. And so it's like, we'll see if we'll be able to lock it in for game 2. We're here on the Fortress of Lions yet again, and honestly, much better start here for the red team. Oh.
Okay, yeah, that's worth it. On the side of xJcoolJ, hit that nair on 2 people. Maybe see if Acno's going to dodge wrong scene and follow up after it.
Okay, nice little juggle here.
Ooh, that's going to disarm.
Side to gets both members of the red team.
Whoa!
Oh no! Whoa!
What a spot dodge, and he waits it out so that he hits the nair afterwards, and that will KO. They managed to make it a trade, but once again, Acno with the stock.
And Sgrape looking for something here, wants that down air on Acno, maybe a stomp Sayer. It's just hard to find that opening. This is what I was talking about when we were watching some of those godly sets earlier. Like, finding those stomps is low-key one of the hardest parts about playing the hammer here. And Sgrape struggling to make it happen right now. Oh.
Hard to stomp when you're stuck in the air for so long.
That's not enough to knock out, though.
Oh,
but the weapon
okay.
throw into the recovery, yeah, give him the little stagger. And this should... Actually, XJcoolJ, you saw him dodge. You could have gone for a D-Light there. Just didn't go for the confirmed hit there. That's unfortunate.
Honestly, that feels like he didn't recognize that the dodge came out because he hit the second side light and was like, I'll go for another read, expecting like the dodge to come out afterwards.
Maybe he thought maybe he got the floor touch or something, but that's okay. I mean, all things considered, Sgrape and XJcoolJ trailing behind, but not by too much. That's going to be the equalizer there with that stock being removed from Blaze. But XJcoolJ does have a fair bit of damage racked up here, so they need to convert onto Acno or really...
Whoa!
All right, that's a conversion on Acno.
That was a really nice follow-up there from XJcoolJ out in the open air. Got that gravity cancel. He is currently dominating. He's going to get shut down by that side air.
Okay, we got ourselves a tight battle here. Final stocks for everyone on the board here. Acno and Blaze on the losing side of that currently as far as damage is concerned, and XJcoolJ able to rack up even more damage. Acno and Blaze need a chance to regather in the center, and they're not getting a chance. XJcoolJ almost annihilates Acno. Blaze gets caught in the corner as well. They haven't been able to link back up. Now is finally a chance where they might be able to do something, but we see Acno taking to the skies quite a bit. Nice interrupt on Sgrape coming in for the punish. Blaze aware, but at this point things are starting to get a little bit too scary. We need to get a stock off to Sgrape now. Oh wait, this Edgar! The weapon throw was smart. Acno tried to lock it in. Good plays from the red team there on defense, because man, were Acno and Blaze trying to make that comeback happen, but just even better defensive plays from the red team to stop that.
Yeah, you saw they really wanted that offstage KO on XJcoolJ. They were going for it, but while they were doing so, Blaze came back onto the stage and Sgrape got one, and then immediately jumps off, hits the side air for the second one.
Yeah, no, that was a scary situation here. You can see the boom, that perfect conversion to make things as scary as they were. Acno try to get the weapon throw, try to go for the gravity cancel side light. Neither of those things connected, and that spelt doom.
That'll be the evener here. And once again, it's one of those situations where, like, going into it, we're like, yeah, this should be kind of Blaze and Acno just destroying, even though, like, fan vote was pretty heavily in their favor. But it's 1-1 right now.
Yeah, just like that, they're able to make the adjustments, and XJcoolJ went, like, a decent chunk over 600 damage in that last game as well. Really stepped up as far as like being able to make the hits connect, and so I think a little bit of the dark horse here on screen as well, right? Like, I think of all these players, I think XJcoolJ is the one that people are like, yeah, he's really good, but like doesn't have quite the same amount of accolades as everyone else on the screen. Really able to show up in a good big way. Yeah,
I mean, his spear it's doing work against Acno, something that's not easy to do, especially considering Acno has been playing Kaya and Spear for a while now.
Oh, nice little conversion here. I like the side light as well.
Okay.
The side sig, beautiful. That's going to work. That was an incredibly fast stock, all things considered. I mean, taken within 40 seconds. Definitely not something to be mad at here. And I feel like generally, especially with like these legends like Kaya, defense just kind of takes a while to get through. Same thing with Ogrim, but Sgrape and XJcoolJ, they're making it happen. Ooh, and the Ensig hits.
All right, Blaze is there, trying to help him out. Nice gravity cancel downlight into the recovery. Still not enough to get these stocks off the red team.
Nice. All right, Sgrape's starting to feel a little bit more confident on this hammer now. Okay.
Exhausted recovery works out. Can they get the stock? Ooh, no! The gravity cancel side sig is going to whiff, and Sgrape gets an easy side sig. That's going to put Acno on his final stock.
Yeah, things are happening so quickly here. The way this turned around, I mean, this game feels like it just started, and we already have players on their final stocks here. We're going to see if Acno and Blaze are able to turn things around. There goes the stock on the Sgrape, and a potential opportunity to convert on xJcoolJ. They're trying to hunt him down, but it looks like it's not going to quite work out. Now all members of the team are in play.
Good spot dodge there from xJcoolJ. Gets through the side light from Acno. Right now, Acno's the main target. He's the one on his final stock. Red team knows it. They're kind of going for him. Blaze is in position. You see Sgrape trying to come down and hit him with the side air.
Oh, and the down tig's going to work as well. It takes Blaze's stock. And now things are looking kind of dire here for the blue team. Acno has a decent chunk of damage racked up here on his final stock. They need to play a lot more reserved here in order to go ahead and bring things back. And Sgrape is swinging. He understands that, like, hey, I'm Nash. I got a hammer. I have another stock. I need to just throw out these big hitboxes that do a whole lot of damage and make people regret standing near me.
Yeah, I mean, if he hits Acno right,
nice.
Could be an easy KO. Sgrape gonna eat that side air. Everybody on final stocks. Damage not completely even, but Acno doing a really good job of surviving.
And the way this team is able to sandwich together here. Hold on, can Blaze buy some time? Acno needs to get down. He needs to touch the floor, and there it is. That's the floor touch. But now has to back off because he has so much damage racked up. Blaze has to play the front.
Just a 2-hit. You see Acno disengage. Sgrape got a little too close for comfort.
Nice interrupt. There. Yep. That's how you got to play it. Got to keep that trigger finger ready.
Oh no. Could be bad.
Okay, there goes
That's going to take out Acno. We've seen Blaze clutch these before. This is definitely doable.
Ooh.
Where's the weapon spawn?
Okay, gets the unarmed recovery. Ooh, whoa, the YOLO Hail Mary is not going to work. Goes for the recovery, and the Nair off the top is going to be enough. I respect it, though. So many, and I say this like every tournament, but like so many tournaments or games are decided by instant weapon pickup into heavy button.
Yeah.
And so like seeing like, oh, that weapon spawn, can I grab it and just throw out a recovery and see if I can get a KO? It's a really strong play that has worked many times in tournament, just not in this particular game.
Yeah, just one of the unfortunate times where it didn't quite work out. I think right now the impetus is on Acno to make some adjustments. He's gotten caught out more than a handful of times by xJcoolJ in particular.
Yeah, that was tough because I really looked like there was a moment there where, you know, Acno and Blaze were starting to bring things back.
Yeah.
You know, it was like they got a pretty cool team combo that started on the same side, and they were able to kind of carry it to the right and then convert, not to a stock, but to a whole lot of damage that even made the potential of that 1v1 or 2v1 rather possible, but just not enough. This time 594 damage up by Sgrape, but Blaze did 744 damage. Like, to do that much damage and then to still lose, you're not being efficient, right? Yep. That's what it means. You're not being efficient enough.
Well, I mean, like, to a degree, he's kind of had to do that much damage because I think at least like the last minute of the game was him basically 1v2ing the red team. You know, like Acno's stuck on the wall and he's like, all right, I gotta hit them. Someone's gotta add damage onto this red team.
Yeah, man, that's tough. Oh. Yeah, I don't think most people would expect this. Blaze and Acno on the back foot against a team like Sgrape and xJcoolJ. But, I mean, they're here making it work. The Nash also looking pretty good, right? We haven't seen a whole lot of Nash, and I'm glad that we're getting some because he's definitely, like, a very viable pick right now. And, you know, it seems like something maybe South America would maybe run or something like that. And similarly, I mean, at this point, this is our third set that we've casted together. And despite the buffs, no Blasters players to be found.
No, especially, like, I think Blasters are really good in twos. As a setup tool, I think they're very, very good. But yet, you're still not seeing a lot of love for them in the two space right now.
Yeah, man, that's tough. But here we go. Game number 4. Potentially the final game of this winter side set here. Blaze and Acno trying to go ahead and force the game number 5. We'll see if it's in the cards for them today. Oof. All right.
Ooh, that wake up is a burn dodge from Acno. Saw Sgrape trying to get that punish.
Nice.
Good chase. He's sweating. Blaze not able to get that final hit though. xJcoolJ definitely in a lot of pain, hurt right now. Oh, good dodge through.
And then Blaze holding on to that recovery, gets caught there by the recovery itself, so it doesn't really matter too much. Team combo, nice, runs all the way over there to go ahead and convert.
Yep, got both red teams.
Oh my gosh!
With it, the harpoon toss. Sgrape.
Nice.
Yep, gonna eat an arrow to the face, and that's the blue team with the lead.
Yeah, that's the thing that makes Acno and Blaze, right? It's like, you know, they can lose games, have close calls, but then there are just moments in the game where they sync up like that you're like, oh yeah, that's how they were able to do it. It's like, how often can you tap into the pulse?
Well, red team definitely not done yet. You see that weapon toss, able to take down Acno on the left side.
Okay, nice. And the Nair's gonna come out here as well. xJcoolJ kind of backing off a little bit. He's playing a bit more of a floatier spear game. Manages to catch both members of Team Blue with the nair, or sidelight rather, but it's not going to convert to anything. Weapon throw again. Sgrape with the punish. Yeah, they're really slowing it down. But the thing that I do love and appreciate about this, that Acno and Blaze are staying together pretty much the entire time.
Yeah. Honestly, to a degree, I feel like Acno is also trying to slow things down. Like, he's pretty much had his back to the wall every single time there's been an engagement.
Oh, nice conversion.
Nice.
Oh, my gosh.
In perfect position there for that downlight side air to convert to another side air. Once again, blue team in a great spot.
And that's the thing, right? You think about, like, classic EU gameplay. These brothers are no strangers to going ahead and slowing things down, right? So if you're going to try to slow things down and they try to slow things down, like, I mean, xJcoolJ obviously, you know, familiar with this game plan, but, like, these are the guys who are, like, the best at it. You know what I mean? And we see how quickly they convert. They needed one opportunity, boom, stock's gone across the board, right? So it's like, you really, wow. That side air sent him up.
Yo, Sgrape got in there. Managed to stop that Sig from KOing, but the side air from Blaze. So this is looking like, yep, easy dubs for the blue team. We're going to game 5.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, it's almost like for Acno and Blaze, there was a moment where they're like, oh, there's a potential like we might actually lose this.
Yeah.
And then it just feels like they're playing completely different. You know what I mean? There's like playing for fun, and then there's like playing to win, and it seems like they just swapped modes.
Yeah, like the only way that I can compare it, this is obviously not what happened, but it's like they remembered that they have a heavy button. You know what I mean? Like they were playing with a hand behind their back for the second and third game, and suddenly like, oh, now they got both hands, and now they got the entirety of their kit, and they're really popping off.
And just like that, I mean, the team conversions, nothing flashy even, really, but it just efficient and, you know, doing all the damage they need to in that scenario. There's that one sequence where Blaze already saw the pass was coming, ran all the way over, was able to get a nair with his rocket lance, and then Acno and Blaze were able to convert off of that opening into two separate knockouts as well. So here you go into game 5. Sgrape and xJcoolJ, you know, they're like, we can do this, bro. We got 2 games. Let's not let it slip away. But it's really hard against a team like this, man. They've been here too many times before. Oof. Nice little conversion from Sgrape, but they don't extend any further than that. They just kind of get out.
Okay, 2-piece coming in from Blaze. It's another nair.
Okay.
Ooh,
nice.
The target swapping coming out from Sgrape. Baits him over, hits him with a side sig.
C-stomps there. Nice. The timing is what's going to be the difference maker there, as Sgrape is able to go ahead and make it so that the red team soars into the lead. Now it's a question, oh man, Blaze almost got cooked there. Oh, if that side air had hit from Sgrape, could have been a real bad position.
That would have been dangerous for this blue team.
Okay. Side air. It's going to work. It's enough. See Acno in hot pursuit, but Sgrape is being very astute with his movement. Wow, that side sig would have been a disaster if that connected.
But Sgrape did a really good job staying grounded there. Nice ground pound. Gonna hit both red team members. Sgrape bounces, but he's still living on this first stock. Finally, they'll get it.
Okay. Yeah, see, things are gonna start slowing down a little bit here. This is game 5. They understand this for a good chunk of the marbles here. Blaze with a little bit of friendly fire almost cost him his partner and his own stock, but there we go. It's going to be Acno falling down to his final stock now. So if they're going to start turtling, it's probably be now.
Yep. They're going to need it, as Blaze is going to join him on that final stock. Sgrape looking incredibly healthy. Blaze really wanted to get that one hit on xJcoolJ, and he knew it, so xJcoolJ was backing away there. You can see he's really putting Sgrape in between him and the opponents.
Oh. Yeah, no, this is looking scary. I mean, Blaze and Acno don't have a whole lot of wiggle room to work with here. So if they're going to make a play that could be unsafe, they have to, you know, really think long and hard about was it the right call to make in that time. It's a good start.
They get another, the recovery. Suddenly things looking very doable for the blue team. A little bit of damage on them.
Yeah, there's breathing. The CPAP machine is locked in. We might be able to get some decent sleep tonight with the way this is starting to shape up. Acno and Blaze. I mean, Acno getting hit maybe twice since the course of the last minute or so. Really is slowing things down. But xJcoolJ gets the catch. That's going to hurt. Yeah, getting double D-light aired by xJ is really going to make the difference here. Acno has to back off now. Blaze has to play in front.
You can see him backing away, but meanwhile, Blaze is still getting hit.
Oh, that hit?
Not enough to KO, though. There's a weapon.
Lucky break. Defense really being their best friend right now, but Acno and Blaze, I think they have to convert maybe on an Sgrape here. They just don't really have the affordance to like trade. Oh, the deep read.
Yep. Big commit there. Blaze going to get taken out there. It's all left to Acno. Doable, but very challenging spot to be in, especially when you got no weapon, and the sweat beads means Sgrape and xJcoolJ are going to 3-2 and go on into the top 8.
Just like that. Sgrape and xJcoolJ were able to lock it in enough. I was a little bit scared by the way that the end of game 4 started to look for Acno and Blaze. I was like, oh no, was this like a moment where they just activate?